Okay, another update. Trying something a little bit new. The LED lights on that corner tank look so different from my fluorescent ones that I finally decided to see if I could switch to LEDs on the bow tank and make a difference in that algae issue that I was sharing last time. And so based on prior shopping, I expected to pay like $100 for a 36-inch LED reflector for this tank. And I was pleasantly surprised when I went out to Amazon and found a Koval, K-O-V-A-L, reflector with 125 LEDs in it that came with good reviews from people who have tried it. And so, why not? So it was $49.95, let's call it $50. And I've had it on here for a day or two now, and very pleased. The lighting is very natural, very bright. The fish seem to like it, and I've added a couple more color to the tank with some platies, some black red wagtail platies you see there. Also took two of the pearl gouramis that were doing so well in this bow tank from the corner tank where they were, and they seem to be groping for air, gasping for air, for no good reason. And so I brought them over here since the other four were doing so well. So we now have a school of 6 of those beautiful pearl gouramis that you've seen before, and hopefully you can see here again. And they are so pretty, especially in this lighting, which brings out their coloration so nicely. So as you can see here, it's a nice feature for this bow tank. Also, you'll notice that center plant that had become food in the corner tank some time ago, recovered in the office tank, is doing well. Nobody seems to be eating it. I have 2 young pluckos in here now, and I see them going up and down these leaves once in a while, but they're not eating the leaves. They're just looking for algae. Also added just recently in here, and I don't know if you'll see him behind. There he is. He's right behind the 2 pearl gouramis, right there. There's a small rainbow shark that I picked up at the Hidden Reef just the other day. And while I can't put multiple red-tailed sharks together, this rainbow shark I think is compatible with the red-tailed shark, and hopefully will do well and enhance its coloration over time as it continues to grow. So we have a little bit more red to go along with the 2 added pearl gouramis, making a total of 6 here. The angelfish are all doing fine with everybody, and those terrarium plants that we're tracking still haven't been in it that terribly long, but they're holding their own. They're staying nice and green so far, so no complaints. And took some of the, I think they call it Christmas tree fern, up here in the back, out of the office tank where it was just overtaking it, and using it to camouflage some of the tubing for the air stones in the back here. Fish seem to be leaving it alone now that I've anchored it in those tubes. And just because I hate to throw stuff away that's looked good, but I had no other place for it. And also added, I love the male bettas. And the Hidden Reef, as I've said before, always has a very nice display of small bowls with the bettas. And so I've got a bright scarlet red one in here someplace. I don't see it out and around. It tends to say hidden. Whereas a second one I got for the corner tank is a beautiful white tipped finned beige is the only way I could describe it, coloration. I'll see if I can find it for you. But meanwhile, the duckweed continues to just keep floating, not thriving, not overtaking the tank as it does in the past. I had to actually throw it out because it cuts down on the light up there. But that again comes out of the office tank, which seems to be a good growing out tank, Here's the new pleco coming down right inside that plant. He's back on the back leaf right now. But like I said, he's not eating the leaves. He just seems to be cleaning them off, which is a good thing. In the other tank, as I said, they actually ate the leaves. Anyway, everybody seems to be doing fine here. And that's a real quick update of what's going on in this tank. Meanwhile, in the back corner tank, nothing much new here. Added that betta just disappeared back there. Those baby Amazon plants, one of the stems as they were growing on separated itself, so it's free floating at this point. Need to put that down in the gravel and see if we can get it fully rooted. Nice pair of red white swordtails there. There's the betta. Let's see if I can capture him for you. You'll see what I'm talking about with that white tipped. Actually, it's like a silver. They always have a nice selection, and the common bettas, which this is an example, go for $2.98. So it's always reasonable to keep each tank populated with at least one, and they tend to disappear over time. You know, maybe last 6 or 8 months or something like that. This one stays in the front, whereas, like I said, that red one that I couldn't show you stays pretty much hidden. It's right in the shadow of that plant right now, but it tends to keep moving back and forth across the front. And of course, because I'm trying to take a picture of it, it's going to hide back in the plants there. Oh well, you get the idea. The last update I did, I forgot to capture the office tank, which looked quite different this time because I had taken so many plants out of it. And so we'll go in and we'll capture that for you just briefly. Also put a rainbow shark in this tank. Haven't seen him much, so don't know really how he's doing. Can't show you right here. Ray's 4 tiger barbs continue to do well. 3 of them hang out together, and the 4th one shows up once in a while. Red-tailed shark just went back by the wave maker, that new device I added, and you may see him racing across the front of the tank here. I don't know what he's up to, but he's chasing the tiger barbs, which is unusual. Usually the tiger barbs are the ones that chase others, but just shows you how a small fish can intimidate what would normally be a fairly aggressive fish. There's that betta again. Very pretty, huh? Not bad for $2.98. There's that red-tailed shark I was telling you about. So much for the corner tank. Let's move back to the office. Alright, back in the office tank. I've had some luck recently, or some time ago, with these gold mollies that are half black. And they had a nice looking pair when I was over at Hidden Reef, and so I got a pair of them. And also there's a pair of swordtails that look nice that I put in here. There's that red-tailed shark. Like I say, I have one in each tank. Love the red-tailed shark. Can't put two in the same tank though. So this is some guppies, which are having babies recently. The last of those mini black mollies I used to have. As you can see here, sometimes they don't do so well. And I haven't seen recently something like these scissor-tailed guppies. And so I picked up one of those the other day, and there's a couple females in here now that are looking rather nice, as you can see down here. The interest of the male. And so, like I said, there's a pair of red swordtails in here someplace, moving around toward the back, so you're not seeing them as such here. But as you can see, the plants do well here. They've got a lot of ambient outside light coming through the window nearby, and so that helps. And then I can harvest these and move them into the other tanks as needed. There's 4 neons, as you've seen before here. And I guess we're not going to get to show you those 2 swordtails, huh? Here you might be able to see the female swordtail. She's very nice looking. Looked very healthy. Oh, I can see why they're hiding. The red-tailed shark's chasing her. I don't know where the male is. He's hiding out in the back there someplace. So this red-tailed shark can be rather aggressive at times, I guess. Just threw some food in there to try to bring them out a little bit. You can see the neons. There have been 4 neons in here that lasted forever, it seems. And so you'll see them down in front. And don't know why, but the libraries don't seem to do too well in here. Ever since those black mollies did so well for a long period of time with their progeny and beautiful coloration and shape. So I lowered the temperature a little bit. It was at the 75-degree point, and trying to see what happens if I lower it down just a little bit. And also we have a pleco that I added here to try and keep the algae down. See them on the back glass over here. So we have 2 plecos in the bow tank, and there's a big one in the corner tank someplace. You very seldom see him. He's back there. He does his job. And then we have a new small one in here, just trying to clean things up a little bit, and he seems to be doing the job. Well, whoops, there's the male. Let's see if I can show you the male of the swordtail. He is right up there. And with the reflection, I don't know if you can see him too well or not. Anyway, very pretty pair. Couldn't resist it. Comes from a place called the Fish Factory, which is on the way to the Hidden Reef over on 413 in Bristol, Pennsylvania, which is over the bridge from New Jersey where I am. And so whenever I go over there, I always stop in the Fish Factory just to see if there's any opportunities. And turns out there were. The pair of mollies and the pair of swordtails. So I picked them up there. Alright, that's so much what's going on here. Hope that you're having luck with your fish. I know sometimes winters are tough, but we shall see, huh? Love that red-tailed shark. Wish he wasn't chasing everybody, but